So back in the day, I actually bought a camcorder from this place called Service Merchandise because you could lay away it. And I used to bring that to practice and set it up in the corner. And we would record our practice for the sole purpose of being able to capture what we were just rehearsing. Because you can, as a musician, you know, so much stuff is created by improving.
Oh, yeah. And we were lucky to have the camcorder for sure. That was like way.
I remember
fact,
I did this when I was breaking into the industry as a rap producer.
yeah.
And my kid's mom was like, you know what you need to do? You need to like, because there was no way to remember anything. So she volunteered me to get a camcorder. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So I went and bought a camcorder.
Yeah.
And they are the most hardest things to work with because you got to plug it up, then you got to buy all the little cassettes and tapes, and then, you know, then you got to rewind it back so you won't erase nothing.
Right.
So
right.
I used to go to New York a lot, and I did a lot of big records back then when I was producing rap and hip hop, and
yeah.
we would have the tape machine running. You know, because there's no like, oh, erase and go back and none of that like you do with cell phones or, you know, you that's a one take, period. So, you know, and I ran through a lot of my sessions on the camcorder. And then, you know, I do all of that for like the whole trip and then come back home and I got to look at it on the tape. There's no way to transfer it. You got to go someplace to transfer it.
Right,
it was just a big mess to do all of that. You know, it was like, but I still got it's amazing because I still got cassettes of all of that stuff. And one day I'm going to transfer all that to see all that stuff that I did back in the day, though.
Yep. Yep. And then you have to take the cords and plug them into the VCR and then hit, hit record
you know exactly
on the VCR. Right. So then the VCR would record everything on the tape while you're watching it on the TV.
I remember before every show, you would have to give somebody like a 15-minute tutorial on how to run the camcorder because and Chris kept saying, and I need you to pay attention because you don't understand. You hit one wrong button and you're going to screw it up and then I can't see it and I'm going to be pissed. Right.
Yep.
And that would happen a couple times.
Yep.
And that's happened multiple because I didn't go back and look at it. I'd hit the record button and erase, have little sections, be like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Old days, man. Old days.
Good old days.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. You know, we got to thank technology. I know it may be, there's some good about it and there's some bad about it.
Sure.
Like, when I look at things the way that it is today, I love it that we're more accessible to things that we didn't have back 20, 30 years ago.
Absolutely.
Than we are today. Like today.
Especially to be in touch with your fans at the level that you are, right?
Exactly. Exactly. There's no way I could have been able to do what I'm doing now with a band back then.
When you were a big-time producer in the 90s, if Chris and I, as two normal human beings, or even as two musicians, wanted to talk to you for an hour or so, that would have been impossible. Those kind of things didn't happen because you would have been inaccessible to somebody at our level, and we wouldn't have been running in the same circles anyway.
Yeah.
But now we're talking to you about the level of success you achieved in the 90s, and now the new career that you've developed in the internet age as a rock guitarist and a producer and a songwriter in your own right in that world. It's just, I agree with you. I think technology, you have to look at the positive, especially for artists.
Yeah.